absolutely blown away, Raj. I never in my wildest dreams would have thought we'd managed to come away with the gold in both categories. But yeah, I think I keep saying to everybody here, that the credit really does go to the team. There's only so much I can do, but I can bring in all the business in the world. But if they don't pull off the service delivery, then it all falls down. So it really is credit to the team we've put in place. No, I mean we haven't had a chance obviously this year, so it's a little bit frustrating. I think once we can, hopefully early in the spring, we've got a couple of things that we need to celebrate. So I think there will be the party to end all parties. I think it's been new for everybody, the virtual way of doing things, and I think everybody feel the same. We all sort of miss being able to actually be in a room together and celebrate everybody's success. But I think that for the actual virtual awards, you did an absolutely fantastic job to sort of bring in some humour and make sure that it wasn't a very sterile event as sort of some of the things that I've seen have been. And I think all the way through, for us, it's the first sort of industry awards and that we've applied for, and the process was really straightforward. Personally, I would have much preferred to get up on a stage in front of a live audience to present, because trying to do it to a fixed camera is really difficult. I think it's been really smooth, but I think the best thing has been the communication with sort of you and your team all the way through, keeping us on track, pointing us in the right direction, giving us sort of pointers on what to make sure we've included and that sort of thing. So we've been really, really impressed with the sort of support we've had going through the process from sort of you and your team. I think it was really interesting to see how they put their presentations together. And I think that you could tell that a lot of them had really invested a lot of time in putting a very, sort of professional presentation together, and some of the graphics and that they've used and the way that they've created that experience was absolutely fantastic. And it's always just really interesting to me to see how other people do things. And obviously, from my point of view, it's so we can pick out, elements of best practice and see what we can implement and do differently in our business to make sure we're always moving forward and improving. But I think, for me, the whole reason around entering is to generate the recognition for the team, so that they actually realise how amazing a job that they do. Right. Because I think that is often lost, and particularly with the area that we're in, because we're not in a metropolitan sort of city location. I think sometimes our team members are under the impression that other organisations that are in those metropolitan centres have got this sort of huge level of talent and experience that outstrips what they do. So for me, it's around creating the recognition, showing this team actually you are performing at the absolute top of the industry, and just look how well what you do is regarded by your peers. And so I think we've really achieved that aim, to give them the confidence to know that what they do isn't just good for us, it's at the absolute top level of what's done in the industry. It's been such a valuable experience, not only for sort of generating that confidence in the team and getting them the recognition, but for us to be able to benchmark ourselves against our peers, and sort of being part of the award ceremony and just seeing how other people do things, and watching all the the videos and that through the conference to understand what other organisations are doing. That's absolutely invaluable intelligence for any business to know if you're doing the right things, what else has been done in the market, what other ideas there are on how to operate in our space. And I think regardless of winning or not, that intelligence is just absolutely invaluable for any business. We will definitely be coming back, and various team members and that will be being put forward, and that's certainly for next year. I think I would come back to invaluable. I think it is the intelligence you know, that we capture from the rest of the industry, it's just absolutely invaluable.